When I'm saying at our time, it sounds
Concept.
like we are like old already in our 60s and talking
Yeah.
about kids. I mean, they can see the silver button behind you if they want inspiration, because you must have also initially struggled a lot.
My channel got terminated. I had worked on that. I had 7K
Okay.
subscribers on that channel.
I was in DPS, Delhi Public School.
DPS, okay. Wow, very popular school.
So I would tell them I'm from DPS. So they were like, oh, you're from DPS. You must be having that attitude. You must be thinking you're above everybody else.
So I I just know my students, I haven't felt in my students, and also some dialogues like Puspa. You know how popular it
Yeah.
was. Flower samjha
Yeah.
kya fire kind of dialogue. So hi Niti, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Anand. And how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing awesome. I would say I can't complain. Yeah, things are going well, and it is Sunday today, so I'm enjoying my Sunday.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would like to know a little bit about you. Although I know you, I have been to your channel. I have watched your channel, and you are doing great work.
Okay. Sure. So my name is Niyati, and I run my channel, which is called NIYATI English Express, where I have casual conversation with people in English language. Sometimes I talk on a specific topic, which helps me improve my fluency and also helps the audience improve their fluency. So it's a win-win situation. And when it comes to my education, I've done my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. If we talk about the state I'm from Rajasthan.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If we have to be specific about the hobbies, then I love listening to songs. I love singing, but I'm not good at it, but I still love singing. And
Wow.
yeah, I love reading novels and I love watching movies, thriller, suspense, genre movies, murder mystery movies. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about me.
Wow, that's great. I know one of the famous YouTubers from your state, right? Rajasthan.
Hmm.
You're from Rajasthan. I didn't know that.
Yep. Are we talking about Rajni Verma?
Yes, she is getting popular nowadays, and her channel
Hmm.
is blown up in couple of last months. I think yeah, she's really doing great
Hmm.
work. And but I would say that her perseverance, like I know her channel was just struggling a lot. It has been I think 2 or 3 years she has started her channel, 2 or 3 years. So yeah, so now
Hmm.
she got the success, right?
Okay. Yeah, I do not know about her previous situation. Right now, she's doing really well because I deep dived into all this or this niche for in specific this Feb. So for me, if I look at it as a viewer, I think she's been doing amazing. But you have been here for a longer time, so you probably know how she was doing initially and problems she had to go through probably to achieve what she has today.
Yeah. Now say
Hmm.
YouTube is not a small task, it is a big task, right? It takes lots of energy, patience, and hard work and dedication. So it's not that you can build something in a day. So I always take one thing positive on YouTube, like even your channel is not growing, don't worry. You don't know that it is just like a bamboo tree, right? For a couple of years, you will, for a couple of months, you will see no progress, but suddenly you will say
Hmm.
a great tree is standing in front of you in couple of days. So that's what happens on YouTube. Whatever you are doing, that is a foundation of your channel, right? So never give up,
Hmm.
always keep on working on YouTube. Whoever is watching this video, I would like to tell them, if they are trying to be a YouTuber, or they have a zeal, enthusiasm within themselves to become a YouTuber, then
Hmm. Yeah, that's right. I mean, they can see the silver button behind you if they want inspiration, because you must have also initially struggled a lot to achieve the subscribers that you have now. So, yeah.
Definitely. Like I remember one of my channel got terminated. I had worked on that channel, right? And I had
Okay.
7K subscribers on that channel. Although like it happened just within 2 months, I think 2.5 months. I had started one channel in 2020 in March.
Hmm.
When lockdown started, I started one new channel on YouTube because I had idea about YouTube since a long time. But because of lack of time, I couldn't do it. But that channel got terminated. But I did not give up. I started another channel just within after the termination of 1 week, and that channel is right
Hmm.
now doing pretty well. So
Yeah.
yeah, things turn around.
Yeah, that's good to know. I mean, because somebody might feel disheartened if their channel gets terminated and not have trust in YouTube anymore and feel like I don't want to do this anymore. But you did it within a week, so that's a great thing, and now you're seeing the results.
Yeah, of course. And in this silver play button, the hard work, right? Like I would say, I have uploaded 1K videos right now, thousands of videos, and this is
Hmm.
the result of thousands of videos. It's not that I have got suddenly, right? I have uploaded thousands of
Hmm.
videos.
Yeah, that's right.
So I would like to talk about English specifically, right?
Hmm.
What brought you in this genre, right? I know it is one of
Hmm.
the most interesting, genre, or I would say the part of learning right now. Everyone wants to learn English, like they have great wish to learn
Hmm.
English. So, what brought you in this genre?
Hmm. Well, actually, the thing is that I love connecting with people from different states in India or even abroad. I just love to know people's journeys, what they are doing, how's their life going. So, English is the most spoken language in the world. And if you really want to connect with somebody, even within India, there are various languages spoken. So, one could be more comfortable talking to each other in English. And so, because of that, I mean, just learning a language gives you access to um, a chance basically to have interaction with so many people all across the globe. So, why not? So, that's why I thought, like, let's just deep dive into this niche because earlier also I was confused whether to do solo videos. I was always clear about English, but not sure whether to do solo videos or conversational videos. So right now I'm sticking to conversational videos because I am doing something that I genuinely like, which is connecting with people
Wow, great.
like you.
And
Yeah.
it's always pleasure to, do what you like to
Hmm.
do. Mm. Like
Yeah.
you feel like having no burden, you feel like enjoying the journey. And yeah, that's what I have done on my YouTube channel. I have been talking with so many people around the globe. Uh, and I have enjoyed talking, to be honest, right? I've met with different
Hmm.
people from different walks of life, and they are doing different things in their career, and I've learned a lot from them, like how this world works.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have another question. You are sounding very natural, right? As we know, we are learning English. When we are learning English in India, right? We do not have that natural sound. We have somehow the mother tongue influence, especially when we are not learning since our childhood. Yes, one who are learning since their childhood and grow up in a environment where English is being spoken, and then it's possible to get rid of MTI completely. But one who started learning English when they get required at their job or once they are grown up, I would say directly, right?
Hmm.
So for them it is very difficult to get rid of MTI, to sound natural. But how are you sounding natural? So natural.
Okay. The thing is that earlier I also used to have these kind of difficulties whether like how exactly to pronounce a word. And back when I was like 10 years old, I mean, Google was there, but internet was very expensive at that time. It wasn't like you could just simply get access to Wi-Fi whenever you want. So it was not, for me, it was not like I could just Google how to pronounce this word. So I would just make my own pronunciations. And then I feel like there are two things I would say. First one is I owe it to my parents for sending me to a good English medium school.
Wow.
So there I got to know how teachers pronounce words.
Mhm.
Um, that was first thing, and the second thing is that I myself started consuming native English content from US, UK, Australia, from all around the world. So that's how I got to know how native speakers pronounce words because that's actually the right pronunciation. We in India have the mother tongue influence, right? It's still there in my accent. It's not, I'm not sounding American, but the thing is that you
No,
kind of get to know.
I mean you are not
Yeah.
sounding American, but you are sounding very natural, Indian speaker. You do not have an
Yeah.
MTI
No, no, I get
influence.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing basically. So that helped me a lot as well because I discussed it with somebody else also in my previous podcast video where so she sounds American, and I was talking to her and I asked her the same question, like, how are you sounding the way that you are? And she also said that she just surrounded herself with US content, And that's basically just how she improved, because she also was talking to native speakers from US. And so she kind of got the hint, probably, like how they speak. And so that's her natural accent, she said. And so yeah, I think that's so. The reason is that surrounding yourself with the content that you want to surround yourself with, that's very essential if you want to work on pronunciation, that is.
Yeah, I understand.
Hmm.
And even, when you grow up, even if you surround with the, native speakers, I have felt like, that's what I'm saying
Hmm.
you, you cannot level up your English quickly, right? It takes lots of effort to improve your pronunciation. What happens? Our, jaw movement, our all the mouth muscles, and I would say tongue get the certain geometry because of speaking our mother tongue. So when we
Yes.
grow up, so because of it, it takes time to again bring that jaw and muscles to work for English, right? So
Hmm.
it is a difficult task. So that's why I think yes, I would also give credit to your English school, because you told me your parents
Hmm.
sent you to a great English school, and always it helps. I think, yeah. If you
Yeah.
what
No.
is what was
What
the
the thing
school?
was, yeah. I was in DPS, Delhi Public School.
DPS. Okay, wow, very popular school of India, right?
So it's like,
DPS.
yeah, that's understandable. Now I
Yeah.
understand why your English is the way it is. But the thing is that I also used to think that, like, if somebody is from DPS, they are naturally fluent in English. They don't really have to worry about it. But when I would hear my classmates speak, I mean, they were able to speak because obviously we were from English medium school. I got to know that it's not completely the school that can change you. You have to put in the efforts yourself, because we had these debate competitions and people would fumble in class. That's when I got to know that purely school is not going to help. You have to
Yeah.
do things on your own. And I wasn't doing it because I wanted to learn English. I was doing it because I was enjoying English.
Mhm.
Reading poems in English at that time, all the storybooks that we had in English. I loved that. Writing answers, writing essays. Also, like listening to English music and Hollywood movies. So all these type of things I started enjoying. And then I saw that it's actually the combination of both that
Mhm.
has helped me improve my fluency. So you
Yeah.
cannot just simply give credit to one.
No, 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 I can't.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
that's the thing.
I know many students. I myself is a teacher, so I teach
Hmm.
CBSE board students and Bihar board students
Okay.
both. So in evening batches, I have just CBSE board students, and in morning batches, Bihar board students.
Hmm.
So I have met a couple of students from DPS, and they are not able to speak in English. So I would say yes, school itself
Hmm.
is not going to help you. Like, it's your own effort as well, right? But one who hadn't been in such an environment, like where they hadn't been a good English school, uh, in comparison to them, I think yes, the people who are in good schools, they have upper hand. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Because let's take an example for Rajni Verma. She's
Mm.
doing really great. She's fluent. But if we talk about her journey, she was probably in Hindi medium school. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
her
in Hindi
accent,
medium school.
her accent itself shows it, right? And the way she
Okay.
has a struggle and her journey, like her journey is on her channel. So I feel like she
Hmm.
had been in Hindi, like her mother tongue would be
Yeah.
Rajasthani, or I don't
So,
know what it was.
no, so if we definitely specifically talk about the accent, then definitely somebody who's from English medium school, they would have an upper hand in this situation,
Yes,
because you've always been listening to teachers teach you in English. So for us, actually, even in other English medium schools, for example, my friend, she was in some other school and she was not fluent at all. And this is not something that I would have expected, because I thought, well, okay, we are taught in English, that's the case for her as well. But she told me that apart from English teacher, I mean, even the English teacher sometimes would teach in Hindi, so that was a situation for them. But for us, I think it was a strict rule for the teachers, that like you have to
they have
teach
to
them in
speak in
English.
English. Hmm.
Yes, all the time. They were
All the
speaking in
time.
English so in younger classes, they would teach us in Hindi because we were more comfortable with that. But as
Mhm.
we proceeded to further and further up higher classes, it was maybe mandatory rule. So apart from Hindi and Sanskrit, we were taught in English. Sometimes they would explain the things to us in Hindi because it's
Hindi.
much more comfortable. But officially, like having exams and having viva, everything that was in English. So that
Hmm.
definitely. So I understand if somebody is coming from a completely different background, it's not easy to learn a language. Even if I were told today that you have to learn French, it's not easy because I've never been accustomed to French. I don't know how they speak. So the first thing I'll have to do is listening because that's what I did in school. Being an
Yeah.
introvert kid, I mean, the thing was
Mhm.
I wouldn't really
Oh, you
talk
are
much in school.
introvert. Great.
Yes, a big introvert. I was a big introvert. I now I label myself as an ambivert because I'm able to have conversation with people,
Mhm.
but still there is that introvert inside me that likes to uh, be in their own space sometimes. That's the thing. So yeah, in school I would just keep listening to teachers how they are talking, and then I would mimic them when I would get back home. So that's what I think that also helped me a lot. So if I were to learn a completely new language today, I would definitely, first thing I would do is listen for a few months. I'll just keep listening to get used to the accent, how they talk, the structure of the sentence, and then I'll dive into speaking part. So that's what I would do.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like that. You told the
Hmm.
right thing. Like, I have a different students from different schools. So I know few of the schools, they have teachers from different states like Kerala and other parts of the country. So they
Hmm.
cannot speak the native mother tongue here, right? Because we have Hindi
Yeah.
as a mother tongue. So they are coming from Kerala. They have different mother tongue. So they only speak in English, and that's what help these students to level up their English. I have also other students who are from local schools of Darbhanga. Though those schools are also English medium school, but local school means they
Hmm.
have hired tutor from local areas. Their English is not good. Their accent is not good. But the one who is coming from schools like DAV or DPS, I would say Holy Cross, like all sorts of
Hmm.
schools are here, right? And I have students from different schools, and I'm
Yeah.
forgetting the name of few of the schools, like GD Godka Public School. So these students are doing really well at English. Like when I make them
Hmm.
speak in English, they speak few lines, and their accent is good. To be honest, yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Whatever
it's
their
the
expression
accent.
is, I don't care about it, but I think their accent is good. Yeah, expression depends
Hmm.
on the person to person, like how they are able to, I would say, express or make a kind of image in their brain. And according to that, they
Hmm.
uh, paint everything, right?
Yeah, just off the topic, I would like to ask you, so do they kind of dominate other students like, hey, I'm from DPS, I'm able to speak English? Is that the case? Because I always want to clear it with somebody whenever somebody brings up school. What used
Mhm.
to happen is when I was in coaching and there were people from other schools, so I would tell them I'm from DPS, so they were like, oh, you're from DPS, you must be having that attitude, you must be thinking you're above everybody else. I didn't even know that this was a thing and people used to think this way. So, does this happen between your students?
No, I haven't felt it like, but I would
Okay.
say there are attitude in different students from different schools. Like somebody is coming from Holy Cross, like in our local here in this city. So Holy Cross is
Okay.
only for girls, right? So if girls are
Hmm.
coming from Holy Cross, they will have attitude. Girl says a Holy Cross can girl, right? So I I just know my students. I haven't felt in my students, but
Hmm.
I'm in this background, so I have good knowledge of what goes in schools, right?
Yeah.
So yes, there is attitude in students, and nowadays everybody has attitude. To be honest, all the little kids, they have attitudes. They have watched so many movies, cartoons, and series, and
Hmm.
because of that, watching these contents, they have gathered so many things in within themselves.
Hmm.
And also some dialogues like Puspa, you know how popular it
Yeah.
was. Flower, some like
Yeah.
yeah, fire kind of dialogue. So
Hmm.
these dialogues make the students attitudes. What would I say? Like they gather attitude. They bring that attitude by watching all these things, and they try to
Hmm.
implement in their daily life, right? So that's the
Hmm.
implementation of cinemas in society.
Yeah. Also, I remember when, like 19 years ago, 20 years ago, when we were kids, things were, I mean, obviously, there are always these kids with attitudes. But now, because of social media influence, I think students, kids specifically, are trying to copy how a person sounds like on social media, and you can see that in the way they talk. They
Right.
I don't know if to call it attitude, but it's that thing. They get it from the social media influencers. So that's what's going on. That was not the case at our time. When I'm saying at our time, it sounds
Concepts.
like we are like old already in our 60s and talking
Yeah.
about kids. Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to know about your hobbies. Like, what do you love to do in free time? Is the one of
Mm.
the, your most preferred hobbies, like that you want to perform in your free time?
Singing, definitely singing. I've made a
Wow.
couple of short videos of me singing as well.
Can you
But
sing right now?
maybe you're a good
Oh,
person to
sorry.
ask this question.
Mhm.
I wanted to ask you actually, like, is it okay if I upload my singing videos, like short videos, to my channel, or is it like you get copyright because I don't know how YouTube works?
Now, no, if you're singing, then why would you get copyright? Even you can use music, background musics, right?
No, you can use
But
that, but it's from YouTube library. You
YouTube
cannot.
library, no, you cannot use
Mhm.
outside music, right? So,
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
you
saying.
can upload the singing videos. It's your own talent, own creativity. Okay, so why YouTube will give
It's
you
not
copyright?
about because I don't know YouTube, because what I hear from other people is that if you
Mhm.
try to do these things, YouTube might keep a set a copyright or something. And I've worked just way too hard on my channel to take that kind of risk. So it's just a hobby. It's not like, I want to become a singer. Like I said, I'm not even good at it, but it's just something that I like to do. So that's why I
No,
was
always
asking.
sometimes hobbies become your profession, and people got so much fame and name because of their hobbies. So don't
Yeah.
underestimate your hobbies. Hobbies,
Right.
are something which can make you great in your life. And so many people
Hmm.
have gone so far with the help of hobbies that they wouldn't have gone with their profession that they have been doing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So there is no issues like that, right? You can sing
Okay.
and you can upload on your
Hmm.
channel as short videos. I also like
Yeah.
upload my short videos of institute and teaching videos on my channel. So it doesn't mean that
Hmm.
YouTube will give me copyright, because it's my own creativity. Whatever I'm doing on my own, right?
Right.